to
Where did you come up with that?
with what?
The Human Torch was the night alone.
Isn't that where it was Anchorman?
I don't remember that.
When was the last time you watched Anchorman?
It's been a couple of years.
I could be totally wrong because I haven't seen Anchorman in years. A straight classic, though.
It was funny, though. You should have just said you came up with it. I would have fucking went with it.
So if you're wondering why we look different, it's because
Lorenzo's been going to the gym.
Steve shaved his face.
I look good, though, don't I?
Now you look like a literal dickhead.
Do I?
Yeah,
I can't tell from the I can't see the screen.
You look like you deny people loans. That's what you look like. You look like you can't wait to do someone's taxes.
I feel like your volume's low.
Is it low?
Yeah. Can you? No? Does it sound good over there?
It sounds good.
Okay. He sounds low in my headphones.
You're just trying not to hear me. That's all.
I just wanted to interrupt you so you stop.
You look like the kind of guy who would interrupt someone to get him to stop.
You look like you call the cops.
Yeah, bro.
I just got tired of it. I last night, like 10 p.m., I shaved it off. I just walked outside and shaved it off.
How do you feel about that decision?
I look weird.
Yeah, you do, bro.
Yeah. I should have put a guard on. Should have done like a number 4 or something.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, dude.
It's been literally, I think something like 15 years since I've like always had either a short beard or fucking chaos.
Yeah.
And I let my mustache grow since January just to see how long it would get, and it just kind of got to this one length, and that was it. That's like my beard too. My beard will get to one, like it'll get pretty big, like maybe around yours or maybe a little bit bigger. But that's it. It stays there. So, but I haven't had it that long in years.
Yeah.
And I did actually research like why that happens, and it's like it's in your DNA. Like, cause you know how some dudes can just grow a beard like all the way down to their nutsack. I'm like, how the fuck do these guys get that shit so long? And I did some research on it. Like you can take stuff to make your possibly like make your shit grow more, but a lot of it's just genetics.
Oh.
Your hair actually has like this preset length, and that's where it'll get to.
Yeah, I don't think I feel like I've always tried to grow the long to the nutsack beard.
Yeah.
But I always end up cutting it like when it starts to get down to my chest. I'm just like, I just can't hang.
Yeah, mine's been just bothering me like the last, I don't know. And again, I need to take better care of it, I guess,
Yeah.
I know you put all sorts of stuff in yours and things, and I try, and so it happens like once a month. That's my trying, So it's like you could see it's like real red. It's just super dry, and like it just sucks the moisture out of your skin,
Yeah. No, I constantly have to put like oils and stuff like that. I'll wake up and my shit looks fucked up, dude. Like Albert Einstein fucking on my chin.
Yeah.
And
that's his nuts on your chin.
Yeah. And you just gotta keep on like it's like when I do it, like I make sure I get like down to the skin.
Yeah.
With the oil. So I'm like super picky about like the stuff that I put in my beard just because I can feel like, I mean you can't see it, but I can feel like my skin reacting to some of the stuff. I'm just like, oh yeah, fuck no.
Oh yeah.
Like this is too much.
Yeah. Like I'll get like dry patches right here in my mustache, and just, I don't know. I told Amy yesterday, I said, I'm going to shave it off. And she's like, I'm like, and she didn't know I was going to go this short. Honestly, I didn't know I was going to go this short. And
I'm a monster.
Yeah. Last night, I went outside with my shaver at like 10 p.m. Everybody's asleep. And I just went, meh, in my mustache. And I was like, fuck. And I should have just shaved it and like kept big old chops or something stupid for today.
Oh man,
but
dope.
Yeah, and I just then I just kept going. It was like once I started, it was like just rip the Band-Aid off, and it'll by the end of the week it'll be.
But I mean, at least you look like shit without a beard. So.
Yeah, like it's now. I remember how I looked without a beard when and it's back.
Yeah, I shaved my beard probably. I want to say probably almost 10 years ago.
This episode of Shoot the Shit podcast is brought to you by Law Tigers. If you or someone you know has been in a motorcycle accident, make sure you call 1-800-LAW-TIGERS and get the help you need today. If you're on Instagram, make sure you check out lawtigers.ie and follow Chris for all things going on in the community, fun rides, events, and everything else in between. We'll be with him soon doing some rides and having some fun, so make sure you come check us out. 1-800-LAW-TIGERS.
It was like right around when my stepdad died, I think.
I've never seen you without a beard.
Yeah, and then you probably never will because I didn't realize I have a gang of chins under my main chin.
I'm trying not to do that.
And then I forgot I have a fucking superhero butt chin with like a big old dimple right in the middle.
Really?
Yeah, bro. I got one of those in there.
Oh, you should shave it off. I want to see
No,
you.
bro.
You probably look like a fucking idiot, dude.
Bro, yeah, I look like a real dumbass. Like,
Yeah.
without the beard. You thought I looked like that one with the beard?
Yeah.
Dude. Yeah.
I mean, I feel like my skin. I exfoliated this morning.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the right word. Like some shit with like sand in it, you know.
Yeah.
And then I washed real good, you know. So yeah, it feels better. I put some like lotion on my face today, and it stung when I put it on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's why your skin's so irritated because your skin's freaking out. Like, what the fuck is it doing?
Amy's like, you need to put sunscreen on. Your face hasn't seen the sun in forever. But I was just, I don't know. I'm gonna grow it right back. So,
yeah, no, there's stuff out there that's like really good. Like there's like some real good stuff that's made for shit like that. Like I would use it. Like I probably use like 3 different products. I probably use like an oil in the morning, and then like midday I'll get like a beard balm.
Oh yeah.
And I'll rub it through there, and then like I keep like it's another oil from the same company.
Most of the time I'm just rubbing like my coffee into my fucking shit. Because like my mustache is like long, and I get coffee, and I'm just like, nah.
Yeah.
You know, that's probably part of my problem.
Dude, I freak out sometimes when my mustache gets long. And my dad, he had a big old fucking handlebar mustache, and I remember because he would eat, was it eggs over easy or easy eggs or whatever?
Oh yeah.
So his mustache was gray, but always had like a yellow tint from eggs.
That's so gross, dude. That's so gross.
Yeah. No,
I don't understand how you get it. You don't trim your nose hairs.
I do, bro. Are they there?
You always have like a gang of nose. Not like you're not supposed to just trim them like so they don't poke out inside.
Well, I do, but then my nose gets irritated when I trim them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it fucking hurts.
I want to do that fit up thing where they do it on the Instagram with the
wax. Nah, fuck no, dude.
I fucking hate my nose hairs, dude. They fucking bother the shit out of me.
Bro, this is the first time in so long I've ever felt so insecure because now I'm just gonna say it with a microphone in my nose.
No, well, because now I get hairs that grow in my ears.
Yeah.
But that they grow like into my ear canal.
Yeah.
And it tickles the inside of my fucking ear. Oh, fuck. That's the worst.
Bro, I got hair growing on like the outer rim of my ear, dude.
Why did nobody prepare us for this?
I don't know.
Like, nobody ever talked about this growing up. Like, when you turn 40, you're going to have hair in way more places.
Oh, yeah, dude. Mike, you see the bottom of my butt cheeks.
Oh, how the bottoms?
Yeah, bro.
How do you even see the bottoms of your butt cheeks?
Well, because Lacey's accusing me of, she's like, you used to shave your butt cheeks when we were dating, huh? Because now look, I'm like, I've never shaved my butt cheeks.
How would you even go about that?
I don't know, bro. Like, but now now I get self-conscious when I get out of the shower. I just cover myself. Don't look at me.
Don't look at me.
Don't look at me.
Can I get some privacy in here?
Yeah. Get out of here, you fucking pervert.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? My bad.
You used to shave your butt cheeks.
She swears I would shave my butt cheeks. I was like, nah, dude. Like, I've never shaved, dude. Like my lower back now, it's just, dude. I'm just like, sometimes I'll be scratching, like, oh damn.
You're braiding that shit.
Yeah, bro. Like.
Yeah, and I'm not generally a very hairy person, anyways. Like I don't even have like visible hair on my hands and shit. You know.
I used to not have visible hair until
You shave your arms now.
I've never shaved my arms. No, you can see the hair. It's just real light. It's that fucking.
Oh, okay.
It's that native blood.
I thought because now you're all tack blasted.
No.
Fucking shout out your tattoo artist.
Yeah,
who's doing it?
Shout out Dustin. Dustin over at I think it's called Amara.
Good job on that shout out, you fucking asshole.
Dude, it's hard to say. It's a weird word.
What a dick. What's his name? Dustin what?
Dustin Jeffries on
What's his Instagram?
Dustin Jeffries.
Okay. I really like the I really like some of the stuff you got going on.
Yeah,
you did a good job.
You know what? A big shout out to
you just got to get him to cover up that back piece of yours, dude.
It's not going to cover up. I'll cover up the girls.
You should cover up all of it.
No, bro, I got to leave it. That's a lesson.
What do you mean?
That's a lesson.
Well, don't worry. In the video portion of this podcast, I'm going to put a picture of what's on his back, just the floating around the screen, so you guys can all see it. This fucking kook over here.
Bro, I'm going to have so many bros hit me up.
Oh,
Sick,
dude. You're going to be in Glamis in no time.
I probably had... This started as a cover-up,
Yeah, I can see. Yeah, he did a good job though.
Yeah, no, it started as a cover up. Back in the day, I had a tattoo. When I turned 18, I cut school, and I went to this tattoo shop over in El Cajon, and I saw like a wall piece. It was a skull and crossbones, and it had like a mohawk and a tongue sticking out with the tongue ring out of it.
So sick.
And
dude.
the guy that was doing the tattoo, he was just like,
he looked exactly the same.
Dude, I'll tell you about it afterwards. But he was like, you want to change it? You want to do anything differently? And I was like, you know what?
You want some meth?
Leave the tongue ring, but get rid of the mohawk because that looks gay. And he was like, all right. So he did it, and then shortly after that, I regretted it. So I was like, let's start with the tattoo. Let's cover it up. So started cover up, and then I had a guy start it, and then he kind of just disappeared. And then I hit up Dustin, and I think tattoo guys are not weird, but they're particular
like painters.
about finishing other people's work.
I was going to talk about the flaky part of them, but yeah. Well, yeah, it is. It's art.
Yeah.
You know, so it is hard, especially when you got something that's starting a cover up. They kind of have a plan.
Yeah,
essentially.
it's a different style.
Yeah, and then moving into it, and then you got to pick it up from somebody else. You know, it's definitely not. It's definitely not something people are looking to do.
Yeah, for sure.
You probably had to bribe him with the other arm. You're like, if you do this, I'll do this whole other arm.
Well, that's what's funny is when I went in there and I told him, he was just like, he's like, I'm more like a realistic kind of guy. And he was like, it's a little bit different. And so I was just like, draw me up some ideas, like what you think. So he drew everything up. You know, he jumped around this. He finished because it was just an outline on my shoulder and a little bit of color, and then he went in and knocked it out, and I was super impressed, and he fucking killed it. And then I was just like, well, that looks weird with just one arm. I was like, let's do the second arm.
He said, you look like a fucking homo.
Yeah, I was a poser. So we linked up again. We finished it. It probably took about a year, I think, to finish my arm, and then we probably started my left arm back in, I want to say January.
Yeah.
And then I just kept on. I was just like, bro, let's just.
Yeah, you were going every like 2 weeks.
Yeah, I was just like, as soon as
I dig the inside with the candle and then the dove with the skull in it. I really like that. No, and then I like that you put the Speed Kings logo right there on the inside of the arm.
Shout out Speed Kings.
Yeah, shout out Dustin for doing that.
Yeah, no, and he hooked it up, bro. And honestly, like it was, it wasn't as painful as a lot of people would say. Some spots were fucked up.
Yeah, in my experience, my inside of my arm, but it's been so long since I've had it done, was not that bad. But what I've experienced over time. I started getting tattooed when I was 17, and obviously have a couple tattoos. It's as over time you don't get adrenaline anymore.
Yeah.
So now when I go, it's just like when it used to be like, fuck yeah, I'm getting tattooed today. You know, now I'm just like, fuck. You know, like, and it's a different sensation. Like there's people I always think that like term like people tattoo therapy. That's not for me. No, I fucking hate it, dude. Yeah, it hurts. All of it hurts. The whole time it hurts.
Yeah, I feel it. Like there's some spots where I don't even feel that. I don't even, like my wife says this. Are you in there? Like I can't tell that he's doing work. And then
some dudes have soft hands too, or light hands. You know,
he's really really good because I think as I got older, my skin's a little bit more sensitive.
Yep.
And so I didn't have any issues healing at all through any of it. Healed pretty quickly. Color stayed in really good, except for like around the knuckles.
That's always going to fall. Your hand, dude, this hand has been done 2 or 3 times, and so is this hand. And they both have just completely fallen.
Yeah, just like right close to the palm.
Yeah.
Where
I have like writing and stuff right there. It's all falling out.
Yeah.
My palm's falling out, you know.
Yeah, it's just the skin right there. It's calloused and it's just rough. And he's offered to just, touch it up. And I'm just like, no, I'm fucking good, bro. Fuck the hands.
Yeah, the hands hurt, dude. Especially around those knuckles, man. There's some really, I got inside my fingers and stuff. Yeah. Like there's some spots that are just like, fucking A, man. But you know.
Yeah, and I'm good. I think we had one session where I went I think it was like 5 or 6 hours, and I'll never fucking do that again, bro.
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm good to come in for multiple 3, 4 max.
I try to do 6ers.
No, that's too long.
Like last time Trip worked on my chest, because I've had my chest outlined since I was 18. Sean Walker, he had a shop out in Barstow. He outlined my chest. And then I finally got it colored in like a couple of years ago. Like they had some shading and stuff over time, but Trip, I think, worked on it for like 6 hours last time. And I'm like, all right, I'm done. Like dude, I'm just like sitting there like, oh, I'm done, dude. I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah, on that 6-hour session, I like right towards the end, I was starting to get what's it called? Where you start to get real clammy and like you feel like you're gonna pass out. And
Gay?
a little bit like that, yeah.
No, like you're gonna pass out. You just get
shock.
Yeah, you kind of you need some sugar or something.
I was getting super clammy, and
then once you start thinking about it too, it makes it worse.
Yeah, and I was just like,
because you're like, oh, I think I'm getting clammy. And then your hands start like all sweating and shit.
Well, because I was laying on my side and I can just feel, I was like, oh, I feel weird, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
But then luckily he was like, all right, that's it, man. I was like, yeah, bro, that was nothing, dude.
Oh,
like,
shit, I could have sat for another 4 hours, dude.
Like, are you sure? Like, you don't want to go any longer? But
yeah.
No, he's super cool. And what's crazy is Dustin, he's been doing a lot of my friends' work for years. And then I asked about him before I started any of this. And I asked about him, and then I ended up going to another guy through another recommendation through fucking stupid Derek Palmer.
Stupid Derek Palmer.
Yeah. So I ended up going that route.
With his stupid back piece and stuff.
You know, it is what it is. Like I like all of it, and then I ended up circling back around and ended up with Dustin. I'll stick with Dustin. I might get some stuff, you know, from some homies and stuff like that, you know, down the road. But Dustin's gonna be like my main guy.
I like your arm. I like the way he did everything. It looks good. It's I like that. I like black and gray for one. If I could start over, I would.
Same.
I'd only do black and gray, and I just do a Japanese body.
Same. When I seen his work and when I seen his work, I was afterwards I started seeing more of his stuff coming out, and I was like, fuck, because I already started color on my arm and I didn't want to mix it up.
Yeah.
I even told him, I was like, dude, if you want, because he does sick color too. He prefers black and gray.
Yeah.
And so I was looking, I was like, dude, if you just want to finish this arm in black and gray, I was like, I'm totally for it. And he was like, it's gonna look better with color. He was just
yeah. It definitely does.
So he has good recommendations and stuff like that. He was easy to work with. You know what I mean? Like I didn't have any problems. Like around here, you know, we changed it up a few designs or whatever. We went through it and then just like a tattoo artist should be.
There's nothing more terrible for a tattoo artist than a person wanting to get tattooed that wants to micromanage it.
Yeah.
Like, well, that's one thing people don't realize, that with artists, like he is a artist. Mm-hmm. Most of these guys are artists. Some of them are just tracers, but if they're an artist, and they have their style, they have what they do. You know what I mean? Like some dudes can do it all, but like in today's day and age of tattooing, you don't have to be able to do everything like you used to be able to, because like social media and all this stuff. So there's walk-in shops are few and far between nowadays. Like, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's like when I go to get it's funny because like I haven't gotten really tattooed by many people in the last handful of years anymore. Zach and Trip mostly, you know, and me and Trip started tattooing me, I don't know, 10 years ago or something like that when we met. And it was like some trade stuff. Like he, you know, ordered some parts, and then, you know, we met, and then it was like, oh, I need some more parts. I was like, well, let's trade. I need some tattoo work, you know, and whatever. And I feel bad. We talked about it recently. I was like, he's only been going and like finishing stuff that I've had for like 20 years. Nothing that Trip's ever done on me is something new. But Amy has gotten tattooed by him a bunch of times, way more than I have. She's got some gnarly stuff. She's got all sorts of badass work from him. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I'm like, man, when do I get that? Like, when do I get some new shit, you know? But I feel like I'm just trying to finish all this stuff we started when I was fucking 19, 20 years old and being stupid, you know?
Yeah, that's what I got to go through that stuff too, and I got.
That's your back, dude.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave most of the back. You guys will see it, I'm sure.
It's the fucking worst, dude. Don't leave any of it. What do you mean most of the back? I mean, just for people. I mean, look at this image. I'm gonna put the image in my hand later. Look at the image right here. I'm gonna try to see the camera. Look at this. Look at how stupid this is. This is Lorenzo's back.
It's not my best decision, but definitely not my worst. So there's that. And then,
you don't think that was your worst decision? What was your worst decision then?
Bro,
Holy Jesus.
I've been to jail a bunch of times.
I feel like that's a better decision than what's on your back.
No, bro. No.
I got to put the picture in, and this is going to make people come. I'm not even going to tell people what it is. That way they have to watch the video. You know what I mean? Because now everybody's going to be like, whoa, what is it?
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Tune in. It's not bad. It's just really fucking, it's like
look at Devin wants to know what the fuck it is, because Devin's never seen it now either. Yeah. I've made him take his shirt off before in the podcast.
Yeah. We had The Sinkmars.
Oh yeah, yeah.
We compared tattoos because we had similar.
Yeah,
tattoos.
yeah, bunch of. And I'm from Southern California.
Prove it,
dude. Gay.
I could prove it.
Yeah, that's the problem, I think. But whatever. You know.
No, the wife sweats me about it, but we gotta take turns with the tattoos. So
yeah, she was way more tatted than you for a long time.
She was, dude. I look like a real puss.
You did. What? She doesn't talk back to you anymore now, huh?
Hell no, bro. I make her take out the trash now.
Yeah, that's right. Fucking special delivery.
Yeah, pow.
Oh God.
Yeah,
man.
but shout out Dustin Jeffries, dude. He's the man. If you want to get some work done by him, check him out. He's on my Instagram, on my friends list. You see a bunch of my work posted, or a bunch of his work posted on my page and stuff like that. But super cool, dude. Like it's weird. I've been in sessions before where it's like an Uber ride. Like it's real awkward with the driver. You know what I mean? Like with the tattoo artist.
I sit in the back and say, "Don't talk to me." Well, I make it awkward, I think.
Yeah, but with him, the guy will talk about, dude. It's literally like a therapy. I was in there crying one time after my dog had just died, and he was totally
in the Uber.
Cool. No, at the fucking tattoo shop. I was in the chair, and then we just talk about everything. Just a good fucking time, bro. Just
tattoo artists are like hairdressers. They're therapists also.
But I tell them like, hey, when I'm quiet, that means I'm struggling. so just keep in mind I'm not trying to be an asshole and like ignore you, but I'm just I'm just trying to focus on making it through.
Have you been in there and people are is it a private studio or are there multiple artists?
So that's what's crazy. It's one of those appointment only studios, and so I've seen one other there's other artists that work there, but they're always at different times.
Gotcha.
And so I've seen one person there like 2 or 3 times, and but they're like in different rooms.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? And I've had one person, and I couldn't see because I was face down.
Yeah.
Getting the back of my arm blasted, but
face down,
biting the pillow.
Sure, you were.
No, I had, one of my friends came in. I didn't know about it because he was getting work done by him too, but he came in and then he's like,
man, did you stop shaving your butt cheeks?
Fuck. Why the bottom of your butt cheeks look like that, bro? Bro,
you trying to go sit in the snow?
Bro, from the back, I look like a Himalayan kitty cat, dude.
A Himalayan kitty cat?
Dude.
Oh, dude, what the fuck's a Himalayan kitty cat?
It's the cat that gets all the dingleberries because it's got the long hair. It's got it looks like a bulldog.
What does your search history look like?
Bro.
What kind of cat gets dingleberries?
Everybody knows what a Himalayan cat is, bro.
Fucking nobody does that. Jesus Christ, dude. I think I spit on the microphone.
But yeah, no, but like Dustin, like he's like all business. He's not constantly taking smoke breaks, you know, like.
I feel like people don't smoke as much as they used to.
No, only 80s bitches and like sand cholos smoke now.
Sand cholos.
Yeah.
I noticed that because people in California definitely don't smoke cigarettes like they used to.
No, not at all, bro.
Out of this state, they do still. Like you go to fucking South Dakota, everybody fucking smokes cigarettes in South Dakota.
Southwest, it's a thing.
Yeah. But you go to in California itself, it's like people definitely don't smoke cigarettes like they used to.
No, for sure. I remember growing up and being in cars that had like ashtrays.
Oh yeah,
in the back doors. You know, like just a little flip up, and the cars don't have the little push-in lighters anymore. It's just a thing. Like not too long ago, I saw somebody in a Tesla, some Asian bitch, just smoking away with the windows up, and I was like, "What the fuck is going on?"
That's the craziest.
But it's always foreign people. Foreign people smoke like a motherfucker.
Yeah, I do miss smoking, but I'm good.
I had a smoking phase back when I lived in New Mexico, but it was just because I'd be driving for work for hours. I would just get bored. I was like, might as well just light up a fucking Marlboro Red.
Dude, I started smoking when I was in 6th grade.
Yeah,
I smoked all the way till like, I think 8 years ago.
Yeah, 100%. I did it probably around the same time. I think probably like 7th, 8th grade, a little bit into high school. Not like consistently, but like if my friends had it, we're at the
I was stealing packs out of my dad's carton.
Oh yeah, no.
Because I would walk to school. So
I never thought about it. My dad smoked unfiltered Camel cigarettes, dude. Like sometimes he would have this thing where he would just roll them up.
Oh yeah, dude,
and I'm just like,
so good.
I'm just like, what the fuck, dude? I was like, you weirdo.
Yeah.
With the
filtered. When I was like 19, and I already had like a full sleeve, so I didn't get carded at the bars then, you know.
Yeah.
So we used to go to this bar Friday night off the side of the 15 freeway called the Palomino.
Oh,
And they tore it down for the on-ramp now, or the off-ramp. But we used to go there Friday, Saturday night, and I would get a pack of Lucky Strike non-filters on the way there.
Damn, I remember those bad boys too.
Yeah, and I'd just sit there and I'd smoke that whole pack and fucking drink and drive my ass back home and fucking start over on Saturday.
Well, you probably smoking cigarettes used to sober you up. That was that was the myth.
Yeah, I missed that, and I missed chewing tobacco. I think more than cigarettes.
Never did that. I tried it one time as a little kid, and I didn't know what to do, so I fucking swallowed it.
Yeah, I did the same. I think that everybody does that. First time you're swallowing.
I have no desire to do that. I have no desire to do Zins.
I'm not trying that weird shit. I don't. I feel like that vaping and the Zins is like, it's weird because nobody knows like the long term of that now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's all like this synthetic shit.
Yeah.
So it's almost like weird that people are so adamant to go to those, because I mean everybody's doing those Zins. Those Zins are so fucking popular. It's crazy.
Yep. People go out of state to get flavored Zin, bro.
And I'm like, it just came out like 2 years ago. How is it even out? Like, how is like the FDA or whatever these fucking boards or whatever the fuck it's supposed to go in front of to be approved? How do they approve it so quickly? Mm-hmm. And then we have these weird, synthetic nicotine situation. I don't know nothing about it, but I don't do any kind of nicotine anymore. But I do wish I could chew tobacco again.
Yeah.
Maybe when I'm like 70.
I have no desire.
It's the best, dude.
I remember working construction one time, and I was on a job site, and we were in a hotel. End of the day, rolling up cords, and I'm down a hall, and I'm rolling up like 100-foot extension cord. Yeah. And when you're rolling it up, like it's sliding through your hand.
Oh, just the chew slime on it.
I was like, what the fuck is all over my hand? And I looked, there's a big old wad of dip on the ground.
I would have lost my shit.
Oh, bro, fucking yellow hair. Oh my God, bro. That was
yellow hair? Is that who's yellow hair? Is that the same as your dad with his mustache?
No. Yellow hair was it was his last name.
Oh. Yeah. It's a fucked up last name. It's a dumb fucking last name.
Navajo, bro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, he was an OG, but that fucking shit pissed me off, dude.
Oh yeah,
it just fucking smells gross. You got to walk around with a can of spit all fucking day. Like,
there's times and places, you know what I mean. It's like I would have a bottle in my car that I would like, if I drive, I would spit into this bottle. But
while doing dip,
yeah, yeah. And then like if I was working in the garage or something, I would have another bottle. Mm-hmm. It's because you're not like. It's not like you got once you put it in, like after the first like 2 or 3 spits, you got time. Yeah, you know what I mean. So I don't know. It's I
always,
like it though.
It's always weird when I'm like talking to somebody. And there's yeah. So
I used to, when I was working at this one shop, there was this old man that would come by for his son. He helped his son at another shop, and his name was Homer, and he'd come by. And he kind of like scuffled when he walked, like, meh, 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 you know what I mean? Like he didn't really pick his feet up, just kind of drug them, his loafers,
The shuffle,
yeah. And he'd come over to, he'd have this in his pocket. He'd always wear like a button-up shirt, and in this pocket right here, he'd have that brick of chew, like fucking, I don't even know what it's called, like Red Band or something like that. That it's like a brick like this. Yep. And you just like you bite off of it,
That old school. That's that gold miner shit.
And then he'd have, from his wrinkles, and he was fucking old as shit. It was just stained down the wrinkles of his lips down to it was just brown from the saliva just coming out of his mouth. And he would just fucking and all every fucking day just fucking.
It's weird, but I mean I
aspire to be that way.
People, different flavors for different people or whatever it is.
Oh yeah. It is what it is.
Everybody has their vice. You know what I mean?
It becomes like sketchy, I guess. It's weird. I'm not like I'm in the best health or anything, or I take care of myself that well. But
what?
Yeah, I know it's crazy, but I don't. I try not to do things that I think are gonna make my life worse anymore. Mm-hmm. Like, I mean, I always like say I think I quit smoking. It was something like 8 years ago, and I want to now get to a time frame where it's like I haven't, because right now, if I did look at the numbers, I have more years of smoking than not in my whole lifespan.
Damn.
I want to get to where I have more years of not smoking than smoking, right? Yeah. And so when I get to that point, then I can smoke again.
Remember when restaurants had smoking sections?
Oh, dude, it was the best. I remember the first time I ever smoked in a restaurant. I can remember. I know who I was with. Like, it was the best thing in the world. It was in Laughlin. Like,
I think they probably still have smoking sections in Laughlin.
It was, I was with Josh Doherty, and he used to have a company called Doherty Machine. This is 90s, company that used to make stuff like CV carburetors and shit. Mm-hmm. And like, fuck, it had to be like 2001, 2002 or something like that. I was helping him move from Hesperia to Prescott, Arizona. And we had a trailer full of shit. I was hauling with my truck. And we stayed in Laughlin for the night. And I remember getting out of the truck. I was already smoking a cigarette. We put the cigarette before we walk in the casino. We stayed at a casino. And I've never really even been in a casino, Mm-hmm. And because I wasn't 21 yet. And I remember, oh, yeah, you can fucking smoke in here, So as soon as we walked in the door, I just lit another cigarette,
Fucking cool guy.
Yeah. I was like, this is cool, And then, we went to like the buffet or something. And it's like, that was like a smoking section or non-smoking. And we're like smoking. And we're like eating and smoking at the same time, Just stupid fucking shit. But that was an experience.
No, yeah. Now, I mean, thank God I don't got to walk through like clouds of smoke anymore.
Oh God, dude.
But like now
they stink, dude. Cigarettes stink so bad. I like the smell, but it stinks.
Well, we were at the Deftones concert this last year. I think it was last year we had the Deftones concert.
Yeah.
And we were in the stadium seating section, and the guy in front of me just kept on pulling out a vape pen. Ugh. And then just ripping it, just big clouds, just right. And I'm like,
I hate that shit too.
And that's just right. I'm like, bro, I smell like fucking Fruity Pebbles.
Yeah, get out of your cloud chucker.
What the fuck is this? And it's just like, and it's butts to nuts with people in there. Like,
yeah.
It's not like spaced out or whatever.
It ain't any better, dude. That shit's stupid.
Yeah, it's fucking. I can smell in traffic.
And they got to do these little weird contraptions so they get this giant thing of fucking cloud thing.
Yeah. Devin, do you do vape tricks, smoke tricks? No. You look like a guy that does tricks. You know what I'm talking about? They blow on the tail, and they just go.
Yeah. They have competitions and stuff.
Yeah, I know.
It's just like, I mean,
bro, they all make out when they're done.
Yeah, I'm not into it. It is to each your own. If you're into that, fuck it, whatever. But if I don't know. I keep seeing like studies that they're doing on that shit too. It ain't good.
Yeah, it can't be good, but they won't fucking ban it. But they'll ban yellow number 5.
Yeah, and they'll ban flavor. Now you can't get like fucking menthol cigarettes. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah. What
is the difference? Like, what was the point of that whole thing? They banned flavored vape. They banned flavored tobacco.
It's an attack on black people.
I chew menthol. I chew wintergreen.
What?
When I chewed tobacco, I chewed wintergreen. You can't get wintergreen anymore. Not in California. That doesn't make any sense. Nobody wants to chew just Copenhagen.
Dude, people chew Copenhagen because it's the bro thing to do.
Well, I chewed Copenhagen wintergreen.
Was it Kodiak, Cope?
Yeah.
Like all that stuff. The grittier it is, the more cowboy you are.
I get that part, but it's like, it doesn't make any sense to me. Like, because you're allowing them to still use the item that creates the cancer essentially, right? But you're just taking away the flavor of it. What is the difference?
I think what it was is because it just fell into the category of flavors, and a lot of these companies were using the flavors to kind of pick up the younger crowd, the kids
sense.
And stuff like that. So they said no more flavors because kids are going to be like, oh, I love Fruity Pebbles.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Let me
that
get
makes sense on that shit, but leave the shit that's been here for fucking 40 years.
Yeah, it's all
just outlaw vape altogether.
It just all got. I think it all got looped into one category.
Yeah.
So they said,
okay, that makes sense.
And because everyone was just like, menthol's a flavor. Like, yeah.
It's been around forever. Because I still seen that we were at the Walgreens yesterday, and I still see they have Newports.
There's probably non-menthol.
So I didn't even know Newports made a non-menthol. Did they have to make a non-menthol for this situation?
Well, I'm pretty sure Newports were the ones they did where they were like the super long, skinny cigarettes.
No. Newports were the ones that all the brothers smoke because they were menthol.
What do you mean by brothers?
You know what I'm saying.
Can you specify? Do you have brothers?
No, I have a sister.
Is it a sister or
no?
Oh, okay. I don't know what you meant by brothers, but
anyways, Newports were the ones that all the black people smoked because they were menthol. You don't know this?
Yeah, I believe I said this earlier.
Then why are you questioning me? You just want to make this about race now.
No, I just wanted to make sure we're on the same page.
You son of a bitch. But I never knew they actually made a non-menthol cigarette, was what I'm saying. I used to smoke them too.
I'm just like you, brother.
I'm just gonna cut this section out. What happened here?
Anyways, I feel like cigarettes are, it's like you said,
cigarettes are bad. Out. Okay, let's move on.
Cigarettes are dying out. It's get over it, dude. Just, I mean, if they want to better our lives, get rid of it. But then if you start doing cigarettes, they're gonna have to start getting rid of alcohol.
I think we should bring back like corncob pipes. Do you think,
bro? No wonder why you call them brothers.
Do you think that
fucking hillbilly?
Do you think
anything else you want to bring back? Slaves, dog? What the fuck?
Shut the fuck up. Do you
packing pipes and people?
Do you think that tobacco itself is what causes the cancer, or it's all the shit that they mix into it?
I think it's all the stuff that mix into it.
So if we brought back corncob pipes and we just had real tobacco, only corncob ones, though. But if legitimate, like do you think that people that smoke out of pipes with just real tobacco leaf, you think that's?
I don't know. I mean, people have been smoking it forever. I mean,
I'm just curious. I never researched any like studies on it like that. And it's the same with like cigars, right? Because cigars should be an untouched tobacco leaf essentially, right? And then it's wrapped in a tobacco leaf, so it's just a full tobacco situation. So is it the filters that are causing shit? Is it the way they process the tobacco for the cigarettes? Or what is the issue here?
The filters have to be some kind of an issue because I think it's almost like fiberglass in there, right? Like,
yeah, some not good.
Yeah, you can't be having that shit in your mouth.
Yeah. No.
You know what I mean? It's hard to say. I don't know. I've never dived deep. I just know that if you smoke, you're gonna have a hole in your throat at some point, or you're gonna be dead.
Ugh. No, I don't want to.
You know what I mean? You're gonna be in the fucking cupboard.
Yeah, no, I don't want to do that. I remember seeing that as a kid.
Computer love.
Yeah, come get this dick.
Get that out of my throat. That's not what that's for.
Let me see those hairy butt cheeks.
So anyways,
yeah,
it's gonna be a busy month. For you, right?
Oh fuck, dude. I don't even want to talk. It's already June 1st. I can't believe it's June 1st today.
Yeah.
It feels like January still, and I feel like I have a lot of work to do before Born Free. Born Free's coming 3 weeks.
Yes.
I have to make the trophies still, which I haven't done. I'm going to make them tomorrow. And then I got to give them over to Bamco. He's going to gold plate them and bronze them and all the fucking fancy coating.
Shout out Bamco. Bamco's been coming up.
Yeah, dude. Only people that have ever done the hardware properly. But it's I got a lot of shit to do, man, for the next month. And then the weekend after that, we go to Michigan for the next race.
You guys have the event over at Quaid the week before Born Free.
Oh yeah,
right?
and we have that going on. Oh, I forgot about that already.
Yeah,
dude, too much, dude. I'm fucking over. I'm calling sick.
What's going on over at Quaid again?
We're just doing like a Born Free pre-party. We've got a bunch of vendors lined up and just gonna have a good time. It's June 14th, 11 to 3, and we have some. Mike Davis sent me out some Born Free grass passes to give away, and we're just gonna. We got Savage Powerhouse and his crew coming out to do stunts. We got Two Wheels Squared, Jared coming out to do his tricks. He does. He pulls a whole ramp system behind his road glide.
Yes.
Yeah, does BMX stuff with that. We got DJ Super Drew. Shout out my boy. He's coming out to do music, and it's gonna be a good time.
Yeah, we're gonna make the trip up there for that one. Me and Jason are gonna ride up there.
Yeah, it should be good. We may. I mean, if you guys are coming up, maybe we'll set the podcast up in the inside Quaid.
I'll be down.
Yeah, we can record inside Quaid.
I'll be down for that.
I kind of talked to him about doing something like that. I haven't talked to you about it yet, but till just right now.
All right. Well,
that's how it works. So no, it's gonna be good. Brandon hit me up. We've been doing some work with Brandon lately. It's been fun, and he wanted to put on an event. And
you've been doing the bike videos,
bike reviews,
the test ride reviews and stuff like that.
It's been fun, man. It's been fun being able to ride all the different models.
Mm-hmm.
I've ridden a lot of bikes, but sometimes you don't get to ride everything.
Yeah.
And so that's been fun. They got the new 117 motors. Those are fucking super nice.
Yeah.
I like rocket ship bikes, man, and I'll tell you, right out of the package, those are fucking rocket ship bikes. Those 117s.
I know, bro. I've seen a couple out on the road. I've pulled up on a couple, and that surprised me. You know what I mean? I think just because we're so used to like
pulling up on stock bikes and smoking them.
Yeah, and I mean just blowing the fucking doors off of them. But now, and because like even though like so even my bike started out as a 114.
Yep.
And I'm thinking, dude, tons of horsepower. I don't think that thing was cranking out 100.
No.
You know what I mean?
No.
It's nerfed.
Because the 117 is cranking out just over 100 now.
Yeah, the high output's 100 and something. I think
107 if I remember correctly.
Yes.
And then the regular 117, I want to say was 104.
No, it's under 100.
Is it under 100?
Yeah.
But just, if it is, it's just right there, like 98 then?
Yes, it's like 98, 99.
I had to remember the numbers in my head. And so, I mean, with your 114, if you put a cam in it, you were pushing 120-ish.
Yeah, you're...
with a good tune.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's... dude, that 117 and their modes, the sport mode and like they're different modes. And I say in the videos, I thought it was kind of smoke and mirrors.
Mm-hmm. You
feel it? Oh, you could be riding in like road mode and hit the button and switch to sport mode and it'll jerk you.
Does that change just like where it shifts, like
it's
where the
fuel
power
mapping.
kicks in?
It's all fuel mapping.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they have their own little built-in tunes essentially. You know what I mean? And you can switch through them, and it's pretty neat. It's pretty interesting. I actually talked to Brad Richards about it in one of our video when we went over to Laidlaw's and saw that the Gray Ghost reveal. Talked to Brad Richards about the different modes. I think that was it's a cool addition.
Yeah.
I see that you can unlock or I know in the Road Glide that I rode, they have like ones that you can customize for tuning. And so you can open up everything kind of deal, and I don't know if that's something you have to unlock or not because other bikes I've ridden didn't have it when you cycle through the screens, but it's probably just something you had to unlock.
And you know what? I saw a bunch of comments on that video of the new Ghost bike.
Yeah, I don't understand it.
And why the fuck do people, just because you don't like it doesn't mean it's gay. Like it's
no, it does mean that.
No, it was.
I look at it like this. I don't care for the bike. It was a fun, interesting thing to be invited to. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to buy the bike. I was never going to buy the bike. I was also not going to buy the 1991 either. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Do I think it's an iconic bike? Yes, I do. Yeah. You know what I mean? That bike, when we were kids, when we watched the Terminator fucking jump that bike off the aqueduct and shit, you were like, whoa, With
a stunt double that looked nothing like him.
But it was just cool, and I think it's cool they did that bike. Again, I don't care. I'm not buying one.
Yeah, no, it's whatever. It's like, you know what? Like I think a Heritage is cool. I would never get one.
Yeah, no.
Like, you know what I mean? It's just one of those bikes. Like I like the ideas that they did, that dip that they did. What was that called again? PVT or?
Oh, yeah, PVD.
PVD.
Yeah.
Like it's
pretty wild.
Like all of a sudden my head starts going. I'm just like, oh, bro, what if I could do my wheels in that?
Dip my balls in it.
Yeah.
Chrome balls.
All right. Chrome your chin, bitch.
I think the people's, I guess the internet's opened up everybody to have an opinion.
No, for sure.
And it's cool to be a hater, instead of just being like, yeah, the bike's cool. I don't want it. Yeah. Because that's what I see it. I think the bike is cool. It's fun. It's interesting. You know what I mean? The wheels were fucking kind of wild. Like if you start looking at the design aspect and like the manufacturing aspect of certain things, it's fucking got some cool things on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Was there things I definitely kind of didn't agree on? Oh yeah, I saw a couple. That just didn't jive right. You know what I mean? To me, did I think it was cool? Yeah, I think it was cool. Fucking whatever. Who gives a shit? At least they're doing something.
Yeah.
I saw all the there's 5 good comments and then everybody's just hating and I'm like,
yeah, it was cool to see him do something different. Yeah. Just something way out of left field.
Yeah.
I don't want to say way because it's another bike that they've made before, but they did some things. But like I said, that coating and the design, people are going to have, I was telling people, I was like, if I was an old cat and just didn't give a fuck about anything, like I probably would.
If I had a gang of money and wanted a fucking cool collection, I'd have it.
Yeah.
Like I was at JNL Harley Davidson in Sioux Falls, South Dakota on Monday, and they have the original 1990, and they have 2 Gray Ghosts coming in, and they're going to keep one for their collection. Oh, nice. So they have the 1990 and the Gray Ghost. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I think that's cool. If I had a money like that and I had a collection, I would have done the same thing. Yeah. Not fucking ever rode it, just fucking have it in the lineup. You know what I mean? But it's yeah, I don't know. People get so bent out of shape for some reason.
Yeah, no, it was a cool thing to go to, but there's a bunch of other I guess you say big dogs in the industry out there to check it out. But I'll tell you what, that fucking blue ST.
Yeah, blue's a cool color
that they had with the chrome trim. If they chrome the wheels out, I probably would have started asking.
I think they need more chrome. I think chrome's coming back. I've always liked chrome. I've never went away from chrome.
I don't feel like chrome ever went away.
I think in California it did. I think like the stock, like everybody kind of went to the black bike stuff and the murdered out stuff. And like, that's been a long time thing, a California kind of fashion probably, and I think it's starting to come back. You got those guys over at Jam City Cycles. Those guys have been fucking putting out the chromest of chrome FXRs for the last couple of years. Yeah. I love the bikes that they're putting out. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And it's cool to see, like, FXRs kind of always had their chrome versions because it's so iconic, you know what I mean? But it's cool to see a lot of other guys kind of keeping the chrome on the newer bikes, you know what I mean? Or trying to do more chrome. I'm a chrome guy, dude. I fucking love chrome.
No, my last bike when I first got my 2017 lowrider, it was the black with the red, black and red paint on there.
Oh yeah.
I went chrome thunder header. I did the chrome Biltwell Murdoch bars, risers. I did everything chrome, and then it just didn't jive for me. I was just like, and I ran it for like a hot minute. Then I finally I switched over to everything black. I murdered it out because I don't want the black Dyna, the all black Dyna. But then when I did do it all black, I was like, oh yeah, this fucking thing is pretty sick.
Yeah. The only good thing about having a black Dyna is that everybody has a black Dyna. So if you in a group of people, the cop doesn't know who to pull over.
That's partly why.
Yeah. Yeah. It's funny. I've been watching some people, and Jake is one of them. He's got a black Dyna, and his Dyna's got a gang of miles on it. It's hooked up right. It's done right. It's very simple. You couldn't pick it out of a bunch and stuff, but the bike just crushes miles. And it's like, I'm starting to see, right? I feel like right now we're in a weird space in motorcycles. And I feel like I've been saying this for a while, but this one's newer to me. California's got too much going on. There's an event every fucking weekend, dude. Nobody's riding motorcycles anymore. Mm-hmm. They're riding to go see if they can get some bullshit ass fucking trophy that doesn't mean anything. You know what I mean? Like it's I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just a bitter old fuck, but it's like to me it's like an epidemic because like nobody's putting miles anymore. Like going 10 miles to fucking the dealership down the road for some fucking, event, is not. I want to start doing group rides again. I'm going to try to change it. I'm getting my Road King back on the road. I'm going to try to change it because if I see an issue, I can't complain unless I'm trying to do something about it. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to try to fucking put on some more group rides. I want to, I haven't even been to Julian in fucking 2 years probably. That's sad.
Oh man, I love Julian.
That's such a good ride, dude.
Yeah, no, I hear what you're saying. But for me, it's a little different. I like the local shows because I can't get out and do the long rips. I just have too much going on in my life. For most
change
times,
it, dude.
I mean, I would like to, but right now it's just working for everybody, and I think
bro, it ain't working for you.
so like we just did El Patron, LFG, low side, senders.
I'm not saying like the quality of the show is bad or anything like that. They're all doing great shows. Yeah. They're putting on cool events. Low side with all the fun games they put on and shit like that. You know what I mean? It's a double-edged sword. So I don't want to be like this fucking, like I'm sitting here talking shit or fucking, I'm just, it just seems like it's too much. You know what I mean? Like there's no time. Like we work all week and then every weekend there's a show to do. And it's almost like, man, when is anybody riding motorcycles?
Yeah, there hasn't been a big ride. I know some of the guys down there in San Diego, they'll do, a ride to Josie's Hideout.
Yeah.
And Julian and stuff like that. But I like the quick meetups like we had at B&S Brewery. For me, it's just like I get to see a lot of the homies that I don't get to see. I get to see a lot of people pull up, and I don't got to go far. But then I'm gonna ride up to the Quaid pre-party for Born Free and go up there. Like to me, that's a long ride, bro.
That's boring though. Highway.
I'm a highway rider, bro.
Use a bitch, homie. No, that's boring. That's like, I mean, that's fine, and if that's what you like to do, I'm not, whatever. That's cool. But I want to go. I would like to do group ride to Utah. Like I just got the flyer, I think yesterday. I'm doing a group ride in Colorado when we go to Four Corners Rally. Yeah, we're gonna host our own group ride there where we're going to do the $1 Million Highway. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like I just like, I don't know. There's a now a sort of famous quote from Otto that says, the coolest thing you could put on your motorcycle is miles.
Oh, that's dope.
You know what I mean? And that's the thing though. Like if you like these little events, that's fine. I'm not talking shit. It's almost like I just want to go ride motorcycles, I guess. So that's why I'm complaining, and I haven't been doing that myself.
No, there's definitely a big following for big. I know Goo. He does like.
Yeah, that dude actually does too many miles.
Yeah, like he's down.
That whole crew.
Fuck. Yeah,
they're the Mile Fiends. They do that the ride of a lifetime every year.
Yeah.
That's too many miles. That's too many fucking.
Yeah, it's
no more power to them. That's wild. They got their little program. They got their little group of people. That's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, after Jake was here last time, we were talking and he was. I think we were both in the same part of town, and he was just like, "Yeah, dude, sometimes we like to get together and go for like a night ride to go get some food and stuff like that." And I was just like, and I'm thinking like, we're going to Denny's, like, and he was like, "No, we're going out to, somewhere up in the mountains." I was like,
"You're like, count me out."
I was like, "At night?
At night, bro? I don't have the right prescription for that.
Do you guys sleep? Like,
yeah.
What's going on?" I was like, "That's far as fuck."
Yeah, I used to do that when I was a little younger. I don't know if when we do Sturgis runs, we leave at 8 p.m. to go to St. George. Mm-hmm. So we get there like 3 a.m. Oof. That's fun though.
Yeah.
But we only do that because of the weather. Because you got to run through Vegas and in August.
Yeah.
It's still 100 degrees. Yeah. You're just not, it's not 112. You know what I mean? And that 12 degrees makes a difference when it's in that triple digits.
I remember that time we blasted through there and dude, we got smoked.
Oh, dude, that was terrible.
We got smoked.
We left Vegas at 2 p.m., dude. Smart guys.
we left Riverside at like 4?
Yeah, some super early to beat the heat, and then it was 2 p.m. in the middle of the day. We're like, "Hey, let's head back."
Yeah, bro. I thought we were gonna party, and then we were just like, "You just want to go home?"
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go home.
Yeah,
so we went to Vegas and back in a fucking day.
Yeah,
dude.
It was like 117 in Baker when we stopped.
Yes, Baker was
ridiculous, dude.
I was just dumping water and Gatorade all over myself, like God. I just won a championship.
Yeah, that was fun. That was a good time. But see, that's what I'm saying though. Like, that's like, okay, Frank just rode to New York. We got back from Nebraska on Monday. He left Tuesday morning.
Dude, Frank's a gangster.
Yeah. Well, his bike started having issues. I mean, he's riding an FXR. That's life. That's the life of FXRs. He started having issues in Kansas or something. His bike is currently in Missouri. He had to rent a car to finish the trip because he had to meet some people in New York. He's fine. It's at a good shop. I don't know the name of the shop, but or I give him a shout out. I forgot, but he called me. He was kind of like he was a little upset, and I said, "Hey man, sometimes it's not about the journey, it's about the story."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there's never been a time. I'm on brand new bikes when I do cross country shit, and we have issues. You know what I mean? There's not really a time when you're riding motorcycles like that where you don't have issues, and it's kind of like about that. I remember when me and Dylan did Sturgis the first time. Yeah, when we did Sturgis the first time. I mean, we were at a gas station in bumfuck Idaho, literally. No phone service type shit, you know what I mean? And we took his whole entire gas tank off the bike and fucking fixed the bike, like his petcock filter was all fucked up. So we ate food at the gas station because they had a restaurant, and we fucking took the bike apart in the fucking parking lot. And it's like, we took that bike apart many times because it's an FXR, but it's about those stories sometimes, and he's like, "Yeah, you know what? You're right." And it's like, you don't get those stories just running down the highway. Mm-hmm. You've never done any like far trips, huh?
No, I just do Mexico.
I think last time I hit you up to do one on Instagram, and you got shut down by your wife in like full public comments like that. Like, "The fuck you are," something like that.
Where are we going?
I said, "You got to go to Sturgis." And she's like, "Yeah, right."
Oh yeah. I think I was like, well, that's one of the ones I have to get permission for.
Yeah. I'll tell you, man, the rally, don't care for it. Too many people for me. I'm not you can't ride anywhere.
For Sturgis?
Yeah, but it's the ride there and back that I enjoy.
Yeah.
Like last time I was in Sturgis for 1 day. You know what I mean? Because the first time I was there for 3 days. It was cool. I seen it all. There's a lot going on. If you like being around a lot of people and stuff like that, there's so much going on. They got all these different stunt shows and just a lot of fun stuff. Don't get me wrong, I just get weird about being around a lot of people all the time, And so for me, it's about the riding portion. So I mean, we did 7 days on the road last time, me and Fabian. Great time. We did a bunch of back roads all the way up through Utah, Wyoming and stuff. Then we did to the rally and we stayed in Wyoming, and then we did all the way back through Wyoming to Cody, went to the fucking rodeo. Like we do. It's so much fun, dude. You got to do it. You got to do it at least once.
I'm down. I think I need to.
Now you have all these tats and stuff. Maybe you need to put your foot down and be like, hey,
bro, cross country with.
I'm going to Sturgis. Kapow. Special fucking delivery.
I'm just gonna leave one night.
Yeah. I'm going to get milk. We don't drink milk.
Milk and menthol cigarettes.
Yeah, go get some menthols.
But they only sell them in
Sturgis, brother.
Sleeves not required.
Yeah. Like today.
Hell yeah, bro.
I know. I seen you lifting and shit. I knew you're gonna fucking bring those bad boys
out.
out.
I was like, do you mean to bring anything? And just them guns, baby.
I didn't mean fucking put your bra on, bitch.
Speaking of which, Fabian texted me yesterday and said he was going to send us nudes.
Why?
Because we were talking about it with Jake.
I don't see. He texted me something yesterday too. And I don't even remember what we were talking about. People text me. I actually finally had some people message me about the podcast. That never happens. They always message Lorenzo.
Yeah. I get all that.
Yeah. So, and I'm like, I don't even know it. I don't even these. They go in and out.
Yeah.
I don't even remember. I mean, I listen to them too when I edit them. I don't even remember what we talk about at all.
Yeah.
So but we have this digital picture frame in our family room that we've been putting pictures on, and I'll see pictures of myself and I'm like, I don't even remember that. Like, I don't remember when that was taken. I kind of remember where we were, but I don't remember being there.
Bro.
Yeah. Is that Alzheimer's?
That's old timers, baby.
Old time. Is that early onset old timers?
That's old timers, baby.
Yeah. I don't even remember them. Like, I don't remember a lot of stuff though. I don't remember being a kid.
Because you had tattoos when you were 17.
Yeah, dude, maybe.
That's why.
But, I remember like bits and parts, but there's a lot of shit I don't remember.
No,
but it's always been like this. My whole life.
You just got dumb memory, dude.
Maybe I just only remember important shit.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty good. But I remember stuff. My wife hates that my timeline's fucked up. I'll just be like, yeah, man, like 4 years ago. She was like, bitch, we've been married for 3. Blah, blah. I'm just like,
and you were pissing me off 4 years ago.
Yeah. She hates it. I'm like, oh, that was back. Let's hear what fucked up time this comes up with. I'm just like, bro, relax,
yeah, hey,
dude.
I'm going to Sturgis.
Yeah.
That's what you need to tell her. I'm going to Sturgis.
I'm selling my boat. Maybe I'll just use the boat money just to buy another bike and go to Sturgis.
Why can't you go on the bike that you have already?
I don't feel like it's made to go cross country like that.
It's a little rough on them soft tails. I like the soft tails, but I had a rough time with the wind in my hips.
Yeah.
Do you have that?
No, I don't. It's not so much that. It's just the seat. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the seat. I just don't feel like that seat and that style.
Never found a seat that is good. 300 miles on every seat, you start to get sore. Every seat I've ever owned.
But also, I have a fucked up back, so that just doesn't help.
Yeah.
That doesn't help.
You need a backrest is what you need.
I need a sofa.
We can do that. They have them for that bike.
I mean, something like how you did with the Road Glide, how you move that.
That's what I mean. You need a backrest. You need a backrest because that changes so much for you when you're like heavy into miles, and like I'll bundle up a pillow back there and put it back there, and then when you're heavy into miles, I'll put my feet up on the primary and I'll just kind of one hand and like lean back real good, I'll kind of put like roll forward in the tank with my butt towards the tank, and just kind of get in this like real reclined position and just hold like that for 100 miles or something, dude. It changes everything.
Not to sound soft, but cruise control would be kind of cool to have.
You can get on that bike. You just have to change the controls.
I can. Yeah, it can be done, but the way that the bike's tuned though, like fuck, dude. Like it's fucking.
What you need to do is you need to get a Power Vision tuner. Mm-hmm. That tuner will hold multiple tunes for your personal bike.
Yeah.
And so what you would do is you get your normal tune around town, like hot rod tune, and then you would get a mile per gallon tune. Yeah. And so for traveling, you would switch to that tune and then highway it. You know what I mean? Yeah. 6 gear, cruise control, let's go. And then you're not fucking sucking gas.
Yeah, I think I need to do something with my tune. I'm gonna have to get it retuned here again.
But be honest, I want to stop 100 miles anyways. I like to stop every 100 miles or so.
Yeah.
My back gets sore, dude. My hip. I want to have a Gatorade or a water or something. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't have much of a choice.
yeah. Well, that's like what was fun, like going with Dylan and stuff. Because no matter what, I'm looking at gas stations to 100 and 120 miles.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because what we do when we travel, I don't like map out anything. We just kind of start hitting roads, and then I'll be like, okay, we could go this direction, and there's a gas station in 100 miles. You know what I mean? Because in the United States, basically almost every 100 miles you can run into a gas station. And, you know, then because I want to take a little 5-10 minute, I want to fuel up, get something to drink real quick.
Yeah. When I did that trip to New Mexico, I remember just stopping because there's so many gaps in me, and I didn't plan anything out. I was just going off, and this is the way that I used to go, so I'm just going to go this route. And and it's you're crossing through the fucking desert, through Arizona, because I came up through the 8 through the south side of Arizona, and popped up, and I don't remember what the distances are, so I would just stop at every fucking gas station.
That 8's real, like, got real big sweepers, doesn't it? Yeah. I did that when we did 1,000 miles in a day ride back in 2016.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Will, we came back that way.
Yeah.
And we was big. Fuck, it was so windy though. Oh, just going
through
there.
The wind. That's the other thing too. Is the wind will have you fucking just leaning hard.
Yeah, that's the only time I ever did that highway.
That was good. It's, and you know, thinking back, I think it's just like you said. The memories that I made on that ride, because when I rode out to Albuquerque, I stayed the night in Gilbert. And then I finished the next day. I kind of split up the trip. And then coming back, I was like, oh, I'm making such good time. I might as well just keep going. So I rode straight from Albuquerque to San Diego.
Yeah.
And then I was making good time until I hit that pass, like right past El Centro through the mountains or whatever. The wind was so bad. Like I just had to go 5 miles an hour because every time the wind would pick up, it would just throw the bike over. So I would have to stop. I would be going 5 miles an hour so I can grab the brake real quick and not dump the bike and then just plant my feet. And I'd have to like put my hands under the bars to hold it and push it one way because the wind was just so gnarly.
Not with those guns anymore, dude. You're good.
I didn't have these babies.
I know. You're fucking just, yeah. Don't even worry about it, dude.
Bro, I put the bike on my back and fucking run through the canyons.
So stupid.
This power of these hairy butt cheeks.
This Himalayan kitty coming through.
Oh,
fuck. All right. Well, I got to take a piss. Good chat.
Need a hand?
Probably. It's probably at least a pinky.
You're finding it.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, love you. Talk to you later.
See you on the next one.
All right.
Finger guns.